let us discuss the properties of the plastics. So what are the different kinds of plastics? So these are the properties of plastics. Properties means what are the important criteria in which we are opting plastic in our life. Okay. So here we can see that plastic is non-reactive. What do you mean by non-reactive? So that's why plastics are not much more reactive. We'll use almost all the plastic containers in storing the things, especially when we store the corroded things. So when we select metallic things, metals always react, even though if it is not added with any other chemicals also, spontaneously they'll react. Yes, very good. They spontaneously react and they'll undergo rusting, and the lifespan of the metal also decreases. The durability also decreases. So when we opt plastics, they are they are non-reactive. When we preserve any container like pickles or any other thing, they won't corrode and they won't give any pungent odor. And especially when we go to the laboratory, we can see that almost all the reagent bottles are made of plastics, almost. But some chemicals which cannot be stored in plastic because those chemicals are highly reactive. But here plastics are non-reactive. If any chance of reacting with other chemicals, then we can't store the chemicals. But plastics are the friendly things which can, simply we can say that we can store many things. We can see the durability of it. The lifespan is much more longer when we compare with metals. We are not discussing about the hardness, but storage, non-reactiveness. But metals itself spontaneously react and they undergo corrosion, and the lifespan of the metals also decreases. Understood? So here we can see that corroded metals, and here the reagent bottles, the chemicals used in the laboratory. Though the chemicals are reactive, but plastics are non-reactive. That's why we can use it for storing. Understood? Understood, children? Yes or no? Yeah, next, we'll go with the next property. Yes, very good. Next property, plastic is light, strong, durable. Okay, so all the time we can't carry all the metal substances or materials. Even the kitchenware also we can see that your mother is using the kitchenware, like placing the grocery. Especially she'll go with definitely with the plastic materials because they are durable, they are non-reactive, they are durable. Okay, so even the water bottles also, because plastics won't react with the water. But if we go with the metals, if we leave the metal along with the water, it starts rusting. But if we place the plastics and if we use the plastic, they are non-reactive and they are lightweight and they are much stronger and they are durable. So definitely we'll when we buy things, definitely we'll see the durability. Am I right? So then only we can afford to buy. And it is much efficient when we compare with metals. If we store the chemicals in the metals, we'll find the reaction will undergo the same way the groceries also. So definitely we'll opt this. Plastic is light, strong and durable. But they are not stronger. If we only compare the strongness, they are not much stronger than metals. But when we go with their lightweight, if we store anything, for example, snack boxes, we can't take the metal container all the time, snack boxes. Because they are lightweight, they look pretty, and we feel like to eat. Am I right? So in that sense also we need to think. Strongness in this is they are strong. When we compare with metals are much stronger than this plastics. But normally if we compare, they are strong. Understood or not? So definitely we will opt plastics rather than using metals. Electrical conductivity. Plastics are poor conductors of electricity and heat also in some cases, like thermosetting plastics are poor conductors of it. We are not comparing with thermoplastic. Electricity conductivity. So plastics are poor conductors of electricity. That's why the switchboards are made up of plastics, and insulated wires and insulated testers, electrical testers. Because though we are working with the electricity, then we want to check the electricity, we can hold the plastic material. We can't hold the metal. Because metals are good conductors of electricity, we can hold this plastic insulated over the wire so that we can hold it and we can do any repairs or any other electrical works. And we can see that electrical testers. So to know that whether the electricity is passing through that switchboard or not, we can't keep our fingers inside the switchboard. No? We can? No, don't do that. Don't do that because we are good conductors of electricity. We are good conductors of electricity. We can't do that. We can't directly hold the electrical appliances or electrical conductors. Yes, we'll get severe shock. Don't do that, children. Okay, if you have any doubt also, just say to your parents, then they'll look after it. Don't test anything. We are electricity, work on that. Don't do anything like that. Yes, never go with that idea to work with electricity. No, the electricity is very dangerous, and we are good conductors of electricity. Electricity passes through us. So, like we can't bear. Okay, don't do anything. You are good children, no? You at least educate someone so that you know about it. Then educate the younger ones. It's better. But don't do trials on it. So electrical testers, insulated testers are used. It is covered so that we can hold it and we can test it. Okay, elders will do that. Elders will, not you people. Okay, and in that sense, plastic is used like insulator around the metal, and because it's a bad conductor of electricity. Next. Effect of flame, because here raw materials are made up of polyethylene or PVC. They are highly inflammable. They melt and they catches fire easily. So these plastic containers are very dangerous in presence of heat. These are nothing but thermoplastics. In case of thermosetting plastics, we know the advantages of thermosetting plastics. They can bear for the higher temperature. Their melting point is very high, so that they can bear the higher temperature. But normal plastic, we can't work with flame. And even though those fumes are very hard and dangerous, we can't inhale those fumes. In that sense also, we need to avoid going with heating the plastic or any other thing. Okay, so these are the general properties of, these are the general, yes, they are very poisonous. There is a chance of releasing carbon monoxide in it, so we can't inhale the fumes of plastics. Okay, so with this we have done with the properties of plastics also, and in the next coming sessions we are going to learn about the harmful effects of plastics and advantages of plastics, a few. Okay, so till here any doubts? Till here any doubts? Again, there is no chance of missing any concept. Whatever I want to give out or whatever I want to explain this till the last slide we have discussed. In the next coming session, once we'll go for the recapitulation, it's like normal thing. Understood? No. Few more topics are there. We'll discuss. We are not sticking with one particular material. We are going beyond that. We'll discuss. Okay? Any doubts? Any doubts? Any doubts, children? Any doubts? No doubts. So that we can wind up this session, and if you have any doubts, you can come with your doubts in the next coming session. Okay? Good. So you may leave the session. Thank